Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 38, Newton. It's complete to Chris Conley. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. And what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
On the ready.
56 is the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
What? Squeeze. Ready?
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now this throw caught left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 out now.
56. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Off the play fake. Clifford. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, that great field position. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready?
Now Newton on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. Room to run past midfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he He finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Get it.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Looking to throw. Clifford. And James has it. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
10-2 stop.
Check 56. In your face.
Protein spill. Hit it.
On 1st down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, come on. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here's Mostert. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to throw. Clifford. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
14,
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is... And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Eric Armstead picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop me.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Great job. Touchdown for Days.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Clifford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal. This is Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Newton to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
20.
On first down, it's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Gun.
Newton now to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
Right there, 56.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter.
Hey, Zoo.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Go.
Off play action. Clifford. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 Fs for a rookie quarterback.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Don't say nothing. Jim. Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. By Playing time to his left. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jordan Reed, his second touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Clifford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation, but instead they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A pass complete here to Conley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They snap it to Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Armstead. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
98 for Mike. Okay, double up. Hey, alert 3. Watch the safety creep.
Ready.
Now it's Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run again with Breida, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
56. Watch the screen. Hey, lock it.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back to throw. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish